Appreciate you, Paul. Joined here with Bankies fan Paul. How long have you been a Clydebank fan, Paul?
It'll be 40 years this year, I think.
40 years.
485 was my first game.
So like a lot of the guys I've spoken to today, highs and lows?
More lows than highs.
More lows than highs.
Until more recent years, there's been a lot of lows, but never in the Lowland League, the highs are starting to come back.
So now I've got it on very good authority that you are a bit of a Clydebank historian.
I've been called a few things, but I
called a few
know
things.
a wee bit, not as much as some of the older boys that might be
So,
here today.
Obviously we talk about the history with Jack Steedman. Is that a controversial figure in your history, or is it just one way? I've had a couple of mixed views, but these guys here have said that basically they're passionate about how much they don't like him. What about yourself?
There's a big passion about why people don't like him, and I understand that. Before my time, Jack brought senior football to town, and that's why we all know each other now, and that's why we're here today, So he obviously did some good things for the town, but he tarnished the family name when they left the town and left us with a lot to rebuild.
Okay. And what has been the low point in your fan as a low point is your time as a Clydebank fan?
I mean, leaving Cobowie was low. I was 16 at the time. Losing our senior status in 2002 with the takeover and everything that came with that was the lowest of the low. I don't think it gets any lower than that.
That doesn't, you're certainly right. And highlight would probably be the playoff win against Worcester.
Yeah, that's the big highlight, getting into the Lowland League after years of being sort of nearly men and people talking about the Clydebank name and are they still going. I've been quite fortunate. We've won 2 league titles in the last 20 years and I've been on the board for both of them.
Right,
so
interesting.
There's a pride there. But certainly beating Musselburgh and no more in the home league was a big high.
Do you mind me asking you a bit more about being on the board position? What was?
It's interesting. The first time I'd been involved in running supporters buses at a very young age. Knew a lot of fans when I was quite young. And I think I was a likeable character, and that's maybe why I get voted on. You have to be nominated,
right?
And you have to be voted on by the fans. If the fans own the club, they run the club. So if the fans don't like you, you're not getting voted on. So I've managed it twice. I moved away through the area in 2008, so I had to get a wee back seat, but I'm involved now.
Okay. And do you want to tell us a wee bit about the sort of day-to-day involvement of doing that?
Since I came back, so I commute to Aberdeen for the games.
You still do?
I still do, yeah. So
unbelievable, well done.
I got back involved in 2020 during the sort of the COVID era.
Right.
The fans were locked out and there was a lot going on. I'm responsible for the ticketing, season tickets. I run the match day streams, the live streams, the commentary. It's a full-time job for no money.
So it's like a volunteer's role?
The only club in the world you pay to be involved in.
Fascinating. But it must be, but it's obviously a club that's in your heart, isn't it? So it's,
I say I was born in Clydebank, grew up in Clydebank. You cut me in half, I've got red blood, it doesn't really say much.
That's commitment though, coming from Aberdeen, I really like that. Expectations for this season?
Compete and be in the top 4, that's what I'm looking for. I want to be at the top end. Ideally we win it, that'd be great. We get closer to where we want to be, but there's no expectation. We want to go and consolidate and compete this year.
Okay, and final question, I'll let you go to enjoy the rest of the game after this. I'm letting you be in charge of Scottish football and you've got to change one thing about it. What would it be?
Scrap the playoffs.
Scrap the playoffs?
Yeah, if you win your league, you finish bottom of your league, you deserve to go up and down, Scrap the playoffs, maybe not second top, second bottom, there's scope for playoffs here, but I think if somebody wins a league, at any division, somebody finishes bottom, then it has to be up and down,
And how would that impact Clydebank getting to League 2 and stuff?
Ask me again in April.
Ask you in April. Okay, great, thank you very much.
Thanks, Ian.
Appreciate it, cheers.